Hi everyone, this is Molly McCord, and thank you for joining me on my brand new YouTube channel where we talk about the astrology of right now and look at what is going on with the planets. I like to use charts as teaching tools, and I like to print them out because I am old school analog style here, but I think it's a great visual for you to see what's going on, what the conversations are, and what's happening. And in this video, I want to talk about Mars, because Mars is going to be going retrograde for most of the summer. He turns retrograde on June 26, 2018, and that is actually the chart I have printed out here. And you can see that Mars is at 9 degrees of Aquarius, and there's an S here. That S stands for station, as in station retrograde. So Mars is going to now go back to 28 degrees, I wrote it out here, 28 degrees of Capricorn until August 26th. So for 2 months, he is going to be moving from 9 degrees of Aquarius back to 28 degrees of Capricorn. Now, this is a retrograde that only happens every 2 years, and it's often in a different astrological sign. So this energy is going to mostly affect anyone with strong Aries planets, because Mars is the ruler of Aries, as well as anyone with early degrees of Aquarius in their chart or late degrees of Capricorn. Because Mars is going to go back. And truthfully, Mars doesn't like going retrograde because he is the soldier. He is the one who goes forward, who finds the next mission, who charges ahead. So basically, he had to halt his horses and say, wait a minute, I dropped some things. I have to go back and pick them up. And so that's what he's going to do. Now, when he does this, this energy affects our egos. Mars is about our egoic self, our masculine energies, our drive, our ambitions, what we want to achieve, what we want to do. It is also our physical bodies. So this energy is going to be going in a review phase in your chart, and that's where you're going to be reviewing those areas of your world. Now, this energy can feel frustrating at first. It can feel like, I want to go ahead, I want to make progress, but because we have the wisdom of astrology, we can work with these cycles better and with more consciousness. So this, as always, is a gift. Everything I believe in astrology is a gift. The timing is always on our side, even when our minds have other ideas or other plans. But there is a huge divine order to everything. So we have to check our egos this summer, check them at the door, and ensure that actually we are in alignment with the bigger picture, the bigger plan of our lives. See, if Mars just kept charging ahead and never took a break or never went back to see what he dropped, he would be charging ahead really unconsciously. He would miss things. And we don't want to do that. We want to make the most of everything. So in these 2 months here, June 26th to August 26th, you are being asked to look at a part of your chart from 9 degrees of Aquarius to 28 degrees of Capricorn, and basically look at what you maybe sped over, missed details, or something you dropped, something that energetically you didn't see the first time. Now, Mars retrograde affects our sexuality, it affects male energy, it affects how we feel confident in ourselves. And what we do is we take all that energy internally with the retrograde. We review, reconsider, reprioritize, recommit. And in Aquarius, we're looking at the groups of people around us. And do they match your current vibration or frequency? it's very easy to go about our lives and just get used to something being status quo. But this is understanding that not only is Mars going retrograde, but he's going retrograde over the South Node. Now, the South Node isn't physically depicted on this chart, but the North Node is at 7 degrees of Leo, and the South Node is always opposite it. So the South Node is at 7 degrees. 7 degrees of Aquarius. Mars is going over what you are letting go of and helping you release any anger, frustration, impatience, anything that is childish or impulsive that isn't truly you. And Mars is helping you see that everyone plays an important role in our lives and can matter to us in certain ways, and it's okay to say goodbye. This is a breaking up energy when Mars goes over the South Node in Aquarius, because it's understanding that some things are meant to be complete, and we can hold on to them, we can get used to them, we cannot see it. Now, Aquarius is about groups, teams, networks, associations. It's also about your soul groups and soul contracts. It's about noticing what you do not need for the next vision, the next life path. So you are reworking this part of your life. And again, it'll be working with you strongest if you have planets between 9 and 28 degrees here. The more you can not fight it, okay, you can just release it and let it be and let it go, you'll feel free sooner, but you might have to deal with anger, frustration, and your own ego, because there's a part of you that has latched on to an identity with other people. I'm getting the image of someone wearing a jersey, right? And you've worn this jersey and it's what you've known. You're like, I'm a part of this team. And now it's time to take off that jersey because you're meant to move forward. Now, keep in mind, this happens for everyone. And so everyone is needing to take off a jersey and move forward. And it can feel like everything's being reshuffled and where do I go next? Well, that's for you to choose. And you're choosing it with your Leo heart. The North Node in Leo is reminding us to follow a passion. Have the courage to be an individual. Be yourself. Don't get lost in the groups and the teams and the people and the audience. Be yourself. You're living your life for you. And sometimes we have to clean out and clear out in order to truly honor who you are, what you're about, and what you want. So we've been working with this theme since last August 2017. What do I want? Because it's in my heart. It's who I am. It's my talents, my gifts, my light. It is myself. The answers are in my heart. It requires greater confidence and courage. So you're cleaning out anything that's been holding you back. Consider it dead weight, an anchor, something heavy that you felt perhaps obligated to. This energy is saying, it's time to go. It's time to go. And Mars moves fast. So even though it's 2 months, overall, at least it's not 2 years. Okay? At least it's moving through you and you understand that in this part of your life, you've got to let it go. And to do so with the understanding that it made you stronger. It helped form healthy parts of your self-identity. It helped you perhaps win or see some goals or achieve something, because that's Mars. It's all about going for those goals. It's very driven. It's a leader. It wants to, be out there on the field and doing something. And yet there comes a time when we have to let the cycles spin, right? That cycles have to complete. So this is a completion cycle.